Hello, this is July the 9th, 2020. When time and fluoride and frequencies has had their way with you, not even your brain can bring very many things back. I have a new YouTube channel. The name of it is War on Stupidity. I want to tell you that it's almost always your friends that disappoint you and betray you. These things are expected of your enemies. You have understanding of your enemy's nature. But those that you care about are those that say they care about you, and those that you depend on or you trust are those who betray you and let you down. It is usually your mistake to trust anyone. The Spanish flu killed many millions. The 1918 Spanish flu, in 1 to 2 years, killed over 60 million people. It was created in a military laboratory in the state of Kansas, I believe. I think I'm right on that. And blacks and American Indians and the Mexicans should unite, and they should ask China for some big guns to take over this government. Because, frankly speaking, white people don't seem to care much about anything unless it's happening to them, unless something's happening to them right at the time. And they sure don't stick together like Hispanics and blacks and the American Indians used to. The government is full of pedophiles and crooks, lizard lovers or serpent worshippers, which is the oldest form of worship known to man. And they are antagonists, they're racist. And I want to tell you, you can say what you want and think what you want, but in my opinion, with my research and what I have found out, Trump is a fascist. He's a socialist white supremacist who installed 5G across the United States and supported the COVID-19 and all of Fauci and the World Health Organization and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and all of their crap. You'll see the picture if you go to War on Humanity channel. You'll see the cover picture shows of the 2011 Captain American movie with the Corona beer on one side of the picture and the COVID-19 virus on the other side of the picture. These were on billboards in that 2011 movie. And the Pharaonic Swiss Nazi, Fauci, he is a white supremacist who are encouraging the police state, along with Trump, to take back America, which they consider today's Rome, and to yield control and domination over all peoples, especially the targeted black and Hispanic populations of the United States, as is being done throughout the entire flat earth. And this is called an ethnic cleansing, folks. I don't play around. I don't play games. I give you the whole truth as best as I know it and can remember it. This series of videos will be posted to Brightion, BRIGHTEON.com under the name Wes Truther, one word. WESTRUTHER. And like I said, Brightion is BRIGHTEON.com. And because the Google and YouTube monitors will not want the content of this series of videos to be heard by the few open-minded people and truth seekers that are still left. I have observed the trend of Hollywood scripts since the flat earth has awakened so many, or started to awaken. The words planet, satellites, and Jesus, and viruses, and pandemics has increased dramatically throughout most of the movie scripts, and the reason is subliminal messaging and mind and thought manipulation. Only the more awakened has the perception and discernment to be aware of these things that I'm saying and the content of this series of videos on 5G and electromagnetic frequencies and energy and radiation. As all of the women of Hollywood that were born males, you folks, when you reach a level of discernment and perception, you'll start noticing the jawbones, the foreheads, the low eyebrows, one eye bigger than the other, the Adam's apples, the hands with the index finger. A man's ring fingers are longer than his pointer. Look at the women's hands in the movies today. Look at these gorgeous babes out there, and you're going to see their ring finger is longer than their pointer in almost every case. Dozens of movies portray the earth to be overpopulated in their scripts and in their production and setting, and the need for a police state, more military, more tech, and big solutions all point to more wars, which are to pillage, to plunder, and to kill off one race after the other. This is the Pharaonic ethnic cleansing. Trump is a Templar. He's a Nazi Swiss-German Aryan who hates blacks, and thus the real meaning behind his messages to the military and the police state to dominate and take back America. That was rightfully belonged to the North American Indians. Now they're taking it back from everyone else. Hollywood actors only care about money, stardom, sex, and to be worshipped. They are in the Illuminati class of human hybrids that act superior over the rest of humanity. They bask in the ill treatment of advantage being taken over those who kneel at their feet. They are gods in their own minds. The COVID-19 and Corona beer in the 2011 Captain America movie, this movie was 2011, shows the coronavirus on a billboard, just like the picture to War on Humanity, my new YouTube channel. Same as all of the gay men that are now women of Hollywood. You need to understand, a lot of parents had their children's sex changed at a young age, and a lot of these girls may have grown up and they don't even realize that they were once a male. Now that does happen and has happened, I'm sure of it. But do you know about the curse of Tecumseh? Tecumseh. That was an Indian chief who put a curse on the cavalry, the Union cavalry, and it is more than a coincidence, folks. Election years ending in a 0 has resulted in 8 dead presidents. 4 were openly assassinated and 4 more were dead, strange and unexplained deaths. And the government has ways other than guns to kill anybody they want to kill, folks. How many of you know about the Gwen Towers? Gwen Towers. They now number in the thousands and across the United States. They help along with NATO's full spectrum dominance program. If you don't know anything about it, I have posted videos that YouTube and Google has taken down about NATO's full spectrum dominance program. Just think about the meanings of those words individually. And the active denial system, which is an invisible fence. Frequencies. They can lock you into your house, into your subdivision, into your county, into your city. Something to think about. Wars were the earth round. This is something to think about. Were the earth round, then all the water everywhere would drain away from the humps. If the earth was round, water would run off. And if you think gravity is what's holding water on a round earth, You cannot get gravity to hold water in any position other than leveling itself. You can't hold water with gravity upside down or on an angle or anything. Water seeks its own level. There is so much information that points to the flat earth that it shouldn't even be a debate. It shouldn't even be debated anymore. YouTube is harassing me as always. The West Truther channel that Google and YouTube deleted months ago, they're sending me email notifications of copyright and guideline strikes on the West Truther channel, which no longer exist. And there is no way to respond. This is harassment because I have not been posting anything for them to mess with. I've been posting on Brightian.com, and people, you should support Brightian.com because Google and YouTube are trying to force them out of business. That's good people that run Brightian.com, and they don't do the censorship on truth. I urge you to go and check out Brightian.com and look around. There is tremendous amounts of information on there. And they mess with the Wesley Thompson channel, but I'm posting on Brighton. Now here's another thought. From preschool or the first grade, humans, sheeple, are taught by indoctrination to learn and believe what we are told without question and without proof. Then after school, people will believe what the government says, what the cops say, what the news says, what the doctors say, and all of those who work in and work for those corporations. They want you to believe what they say without question. So when does questions ever get asked? I'll tell you when. It's when a researcher has dug up the truth on all of those lies you believe without question, but the researcher is the one who gets questioned, then not listened to, and then argued with. This means that the sheeple were taught and trained to be closed-minded and stupid, and folks, they were very well taught. Coroners, doctors, and hospitals, and rehabilitation centers, and old folks' homes, etc., are all offered government bribes to report that their patients died from the COVID-19 virus. I want to thank a cyber friend and a real person that I have met through the internet, Tim Slazik. He found me the video that has been taken off of my computer about the $13,000 that's paid to doctors for listing the death as COVID, the 30 or 30-some thousand dollars that's given to a hospital to list the cause of death as COVID-19. This means that these facilities and their staffs are corrupt. They deceive you and they lie to you. When I get into part 2, I'm going to give you some information about Wi-Fi and its production of electromagnetic energy. These microwave and radio energy frequencies have many adverse side effects on humans and on animals. They collide with human and animal electromagnetic energy. They collide with our energy. The gist of things is that Wi-Fi frequencies dominate man and animal frequencies. I'm going to come back with part 2. And note, this is one reason that the public is not taught in schools anything about the frequencies. I'm coming back with part 2, folks.